Hello, anyone listening? I welcome you back to my hobby channel, Home Gang. Uh, I wish I could have reviewed this one sooner, but this is only the second video on my channel anyway. This is how important I feel this website is. Humblebundle.com. They release bundles of books. They also do some games, but I don't play video games. Uh, so they released like this huge bundle of Pathfinder books like a month or so ago, where you could pay $24 or something like that, and you got 20 some books from Pathfinder. But this month they have a bunch of RPG books, the Ultimate RPG Guides book bundle from Adams Media, and it is $18. Well, you can pledge more if you want. It's for charity, but if you pay the minimum amount of $18, then you get 22 books. And I have them pulled up now. So these are all the books you get for $18. So I thought that we would just open up a couple of them and check out the indexes and see what's in them. And if you really like them, you can always just order the physical copy. But for $18 to get this much content is pretty cheap. These are EPUB books. In the past, I've bought stuff from them, and it's all been PDFs, and I honestly didn't catch that these were EPUB books until I bought it. So I just downloaded a reader. I mean, there's free readers out there you can download. Uh, this one actually it has a upgrade option, and it's already kicked me one message saying wait 7 seconds or pay for the upgrade. So let's hope it doesn't do that too much. I haven't really looked through any of these yet, more than seeing that they open. So let's just pick one of these. Pick the ultimate. Uh, let's just pick the ultimate RPG game master. Like I said, I don't plan on reading every line of these things. I'm just trying to get to an index on this one. Let's see. There's a forward. Oh, it's jumping straight in. Let's see. Maybe it's a. Yep, here we go. How to use this book, fantasy. So it's going to explain the fantasy genre. Uh, oh, it's saying making how to handle magic in your setting. Oh, so it covers sci-fi, horror, X-punk. Looks like agnostic, some neutral settings. And this book here on its own is 192 pages. So even if I bet if you went on Amazon to try to find this book, it'd probably be, somewhere between $12 and $18 just for that book. Let's look it up real quick. The ultimate RPG game master world building guide. Okay, yeah, it looks like this book is currently $10.79 on Amazon. List price is $15 though. So for almost the price of one physical copy of this book, you can get 22 books from Humble Bundle right now. This offer expires in 6 days. They usually put them up, and they'll put them up for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then they expire. Oh, there's my upgrade or wait 8 seconds thing just popped up. You guys don't actually see it. That's nice. It means I don't have to worry about trying to edit it out. On my screen, a block just popped up and said, upgrade or we're going to keep annoying you. Okay, let's. So, all these RPG books are likely going to be formatted in similar ways. I look forward to glancing over the character backstory guides. I thought there was just a random tables one, or just the ultimate random encounters book. Maybe that has random tables in it. Let's just look at the contents. Encounters. The encounter prompts in this book are grouped into tables by setting with 100 encounters per table. If you're trying to insert these encounters into pre-existing campaign, good news. Just pick the table whose setting fits the story you're in the middle of and play encounters from there until you want to change the scenery. Okay, this has a couple of like digital maps sitting there. I'm sure we could screen capture that, drop them into Roll20 or Owlbear Rodeo or something like that. Okay, so here's some encounter ideas for if your parties go to a city. I wonder what the circles are. Looks like oh. So up to 39 is a city, and then you go into a seaport, it's 40. Theater of Blood, Sewers of Doom. Yeah, I mean, there's clearly a ton of. Oh, and then it changes to Little Pig in the Road. So there's clearly tons of ideas for different city encounters. Ancient Tavern. That sounds like one. I'm not gonna lie. I like that I saw the when I went to buy this, I saw the Viking Myths book, and I've probably read 25 different Viking Myth books, and it just doesn't really get old. I love reading the different styles. So I got this on night mode. Let me see if I can. The text was in black and it was in night mode, so uh, apparently it didn't auto correct it for me. It didn't change the black. Maybe it's not actually black text. Maybe it's just dark gray text, so it didn't lighten it up for me. Okay, so it looks like we have some historical stuff it's talking about. So it's not just looks like it's not just myth. Oh, travel and trade. Oh, this is like a day in the life of a Viking here. That'd be great for any kind of GM or DM who's trying to develop a city and wants to throw some cultural things in there. Sources of no, it's going to talk about where we've read the mythology from, the original sources. Oh. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be coming back to this one. That looks super interesting to me. But they also have a Celtic version of it in here, a Greek version, um, a dictionary of made up languages. I bet if you're like, I've never been good at languages or accents or any of that, but I mean, if you are, and that's something you really nerd out about, this is probably something that you would want to dig into, pull some inspiration from. Purpose of language. What exactly is a made up language? It is one that someone invents rather than one that arises naturally in the real world. So it talks about reasons why you may want to make up your language for your world. Like I said, this isn't something that I get into, but more than, a very surface level taste for me. But I mean, if you like studying languages and stuff, this would be fun. Civilized Guide to Tabletop Gaming Rules Every Gamer Must Live By. See what's in the contents here. Friendly local gaming store, learning and teaching games. Essential gamer social skills. Don't be a dick. Or smell like one. I think it's a pretty, well, the don't be a dick thing. I mean, gamers who game a lot can get cocky and can get a little withdrawn, or so I get that, but I think that the stereotype of the smelly gamer isn't as prevalent as it once was. Uh, how to play the game so you don't get smacked down, like how to play the game well. I assume that's what it's about. Tabletop role playing game basics. Let's look at that chapter real quick. How you incorporate your stats, interact with the world, playing the game, trying to make it fun. Yeah, I mean this is pretty basic stuff, but if you've never played and are looking for a good base to build off of, this might be good. Hmm. The I'm not going to pretend like the cookbook and the drink mix book aren't a little bit exciting for me. The class-based creation snacks for every character. Oh, they give you some character art too. Oatmeal date bars, picked pockets, loaded breakfast biscuits, bacon wrapped smoked turkey leg, pumpkin cinnamon rolls. It's too late for me to just be hungry again. It's like 11 o'clock here. Oh, they got some pictures of the food too. That's awesome. I'll have to print out some of this for my wife. She loves this kind of stuff too. We might actually have this book laying around here somewhere. My wife has a couple of. She doesn't play role playing games, but she's got a couple of. She's got like the D&D cookbook around here somewhere. I'm not allowed to put it in with my collection, so I don't know if she has this one or not. But this kind of stuff is always fun. Like if you're gonna have people over and make a big event, like I try to host a one shot in December every year. You're gonna have a big event and just really go all out. These things are great. Oh, I just want them to draw my party. Like let them draw my little halfling divine sorcerer up. Okay, the ultimate micro RPG book. I'm not going to talk too long here. We hit the 10-minute mark. That'll be a long time for me. Okay, introduction. What is this book? Welcome to the world of micro role playing games. Whether you like to brave the desolate landscape of an alien world, tell stories of high paced medical drama, or even compete with one another in a break room at work to see who will get sent home early, there's something for you. Okay, I think this. Oh, I just exited out. Look at the contents. Yeah, this looks like a series of just small. Well, I guess it's called the Ultimate Micro RPG Book. 40 fast, easy, and fun tabletop games. Oh, this might be a ton of fun to go through. Pig at a wedding. Let's look at that. Pork and marriage. Goal: cause pig-based havoc at a wedding. Well, that's silly. Going to be the wedding of the year. There's a string quartet, fireworks, an open bar, individualized party favors, and the most charismatic priest this side of Chicago. But there's one element that hasn't been factored into the plan. You're going to hide a whacking great pig in the building and then release it to cause maximum carnage. That'll show them. The players take on the roles of embittered wedding guests or gate crashers. The game master controls the pig, the happy couple, and everyone else. So you create a pig, and you just trash a wedding. Well, first rule is to have fun, right? Yeah, I'll dig into a few of those in my own time. There's some books here: Dragons, Fairies, and Mermaids. Let's look at dragons. It's always fun to thumb through these books, even if it's just to just look at the art real quick. It's like a classic. Looks like an etching. I got lost here. Looks like an etching of a dragon off of a scroll or something, but you know it's modern. But they're these things are really slick. Oh, look at that. Origins and inspiration. I mean, dragons pretty much permeate every culture, so I wonder if they're just going to do a walkthrough of different cultures and how they see dragons. Man, this artwork's awesome. This looks like a flash though, like a forearm piece. That's an interesting take on a dragon. Oh, poor dragon's getting clubbed to death. Not fair. Well, now they're talking about Nagas in India. Whole class of dragons. Yeah, I mean, who doesn't love reading up on dragons more? I mean, dragons are awesome. Looks like almost like Tiamat's wrapping him up. Oh, there it is. Tale of Tiamat. Story of Tiamat and Apsu is told in the Babylonian creation epic. Hmm. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to go through and pick at this one a little bit. Sure, it'll tell me a bunch of stuff I don't know. Let's look at the Drink Master book real quick. I'm sure it's going to have a whole section of, it's describing what different alcohols are, how to make simple syrup, honey syrup. Probably say what shaken versus stirred is and all that. Oh, 3 shot glasses and an overcoat. Someone's got to write a stat block for that. Three halflings in a trench coat. That's the other nice thing about these books. Like, even if you just get them, the drink book and the food book, even if you just get them to use them as ideas in your taverns, they're fun to have. All these simple little pictures are nice. See, something like that, you could just grab that and copy and paste it and be like, hey, this is the symbol you see on the outside of the tavern. Like you go to a tavern and they're just like the Death Martini Tavern. That's their signature drink. Slippery Gripply? Slippery Gripply. Got a little pole accent in that one. Let's see. Dragon walks into a bar. I mean, I don't know if this is full of terrible puns and dad jokes. 300 plus one-liners, zingers, and jokes that'll slay. What is an RPG? Why would they need to explain what an RPG is in a joke book? Unless they're going to tell meta jokes. Oh yeah, Hotbox in a gaming group. So it's not in character jokes. It's jokes about RPG community stuff in general. It looks like. What's the most important attribute in a player free time? That's just a truth. That's not a joke. I'm sure all of these would be terrible. This is like a book you hand your 8-year-old and say, "Hey, go joke around with your friends." That's a cute little elf, though. Elf help book. What's the best-selling genre of book in the forest? I gotta sit here on this blank screen for 5 seconds as I wait for this upgrade timer to time out. Okay, I mean, if you're playing a rogue who likes telling silly jokes, or and you can find some in character things here. They say beauty's in the eye of the beholder, but they never tell you which one. See, you could do that in character. People would groan and gaw, but as long as you're having fun and you're not a detriment to the people around you, and they're all having fun with the corniness of it all. What's this? Oh, it's a random like Mad Lib roll chart. That's different. So you say creature and creature, and this is a D100 chart. But it's okay. I have dice here somewhere. Here they are. We got D100 chart. We'll just do this real quick. So a vampire walks into a bar. I rolled 18. A vampire walks into a bar. The bartender says, "Hey, we've got a drink named after you." rolled a 96. Oh man, this reader thing's popping up more. 96 would be Yeti. So the Yeti says, really? You've got a drink named Murray? That doesn't make sense. Because it was a vampire at the beginning. And then it's a Yeti. Okay. So like I said, you could dig through here and find the little kernels of things you can use if you're a character that wants to make silly jokes. Let's see what else we got here. I think we pretty much did a splattering of everything that's in here. These, I think, are just the same. The wizards, vampires, and unicorns is like the same as the dragons, fairies, and mermaids. Women of myth. That looks like it's kind of its own thing. Women of myth from Dear Woman and Mami Wada. Mami Wada. Don't drag me through the coals. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Let's see. Acknowledgements and thank yous. The contents. Goddesses. Oh, that's nice. That is awesome. I hope this book just has a ton of that kind of artwork in it. Japanese goddess of the heavens and the sun. Amaterasu. Yeah, it's always good to read this kind of stuff. The gods and goddesses backgrounds from things that really existed helps you kind of put into perspective the gods that are made up for RPGs, D&D. Athena, is that this? Yeah. Athena. Man, I would pick this up for the artwork alone. All we're looking at is goddesses, right? Oh man, she looks like a badass. Monsters can have like Medusa and stuff in this section, I assume. Camel hoofs, like rocket legend. Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga's in D&D. I have never seen her depicted quite like this before. I like the full crescent from her nose around her chin, though. That the chicken legs on her hut. Queen of Banshees and Irish legend. Glance at heroines real quick too, because this book looks awesome. Legendary Somalian queen who crushed the patriarchy. Lagertha. For the Vikings fans. Who's that? Who's this lady? I That's Morgan Le Fay? I've never seen her depicted like that. She looks badass. This freaking cloak loops around like it has a, or her dress loops up like it has a mind of its own. Looks like a bunch of eye stalks at the end of her dress almost. Golden apples in the background. Mulan. Fierce. Yeah, I would definitely have to go back. This is one of those books that's nice too, because you just kind of thumb through it and be like, oh, let's read the Morgan Le Fay section today. Okay, it looks like I looked at a good smattering of what's in here. There's of course more detail you can jump into, but like I said, you can't beat $18 for 22 books. Uh, so if any of this interests you, even if you only liked 2 or 3 of the books, $18 is pretty cheap. So I'll post the link in the description when I upload the video. And thanks for stopping by.